How's it going, YouTube, and all the Pika fans out there? This is TypeFire23 here, and I am your coach for the Atlanta Braviary. Now, this is week 3 of Pika. We lost last week, unfortunately, to the Chelsea Chandies, one of 2 division rivals. So it sort of sucks, but we are still ahead of our division, which is really nice. We're ahead by 1 differential. So this week we're going against another member of our division. And after this, we no longer face our division rivals until maybe the playoffs. So that's going to be a really positive thing for us, getting our division games out of the way, so I don't have to worry about them later on. So the Iowa Focus Energy are 1-1, just like we are. I believe we're ahead of them by 2 points of differential, I believe. So that's really good for us. I think this would be a really good matchup between the two of us. He's a really good battler. He drafted a really amazing team, and he knows how to plan pretty well. So let's go ahead and talk about his team matchup, because that's what's going to be interesting. He brought the Raikou, the Azumarill, the Weavile, the Latias, Fortress, Rotom, Mega Abomasnow, Jellicent, Sock, Cobalion, and Talonflame. Now, the biggest threats that I see on his team, Raikou. Ouch. That's going to hurt no matter what I do. Azumarill is really good. Belly Drum is a major threat. If he does not bring Azumarill, I'll be happy. That's the one mon I don't want him to bring, because if he brings Azumarill, I have to have a certain mon out just to do damage to it, so that if I need to sack off this one mon, I'll be fine, and I can take him out with another mon, because Azumarill is a major threat after sets of Belly Drum. Weavile is really good. It was one of the top mons in the GBA, and it did pretty well in the ISL, so I cannot underestimate Weavile. Latias is really good. Fortress, really good rock setter, really good spinner. Rotom, which, I'm not the biggest fan of Rotom. I mean, it is his RU pick, so, I mean, he had to pick something, and Rotom, I guess, is good in RU. I've used it in RU before, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. Mega Abomasnow, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't know why I picked that. Jellicent, Sock, Cobalion, and Talonflame. I don't know why Talonflame lasted till the final round, but it did, and that's a major threat. So we have to watch out for that. So the mons I believe he's going to bring are Raikou, Azumarill, Weavile, Latias, Talonflame, and then either Fortress or Cobalion to set up rocks with. I don't see him bringing Mega Abomasnow, just due to the fact he knows I have ways of dealing with it very well, and so it's not going to be that much of an issue to me, so I don't see why he would bring it. But let's go ahead and talk about our team that we brought. There we go. Alright, cool. So, the first mon that we're bringing is Newborn the Mew. Mew's coming back for your 3rd week in a row. We're choice graphing it this week. I believe we did that again last week as well. We're bringing a little bit different movesets. 80 speed brings him up to 256. With 256 speed, Choice Scarf, he outspeeds everything on his team minus Choice Scarfers. A Brave Bird from Talonflame, yeah, no, that's not outspeeding anything. We're not outspeeding that. That's priority. But his fastest mon on his team, I believe, is the Raikou, or the Weavile, or the Talonflame. One of those 3. But we outspeed all of those, and we have things. We have nothing really for the Talonflame, but we can hit it with a Slash Shock, and I'll do a lot of damage to it. Aura Sphere for the Weavile, it will hit it really, really hard. Earth Power for the Raikou, and Flamethrower for all the grass types. Even if he wants to bring Fortress, I can send in Mew, Flamethrower it, goodbye Fortress. And Cobalion, I can Side Shock or Flamethrower. I can even Earth Power, or Aura Sphere. Honestly, all 4 of these moves hits Cobalion with super effective damage really, really well, or at least a lot of damage. So Newborn is pretty much just our late game, I guess you can say late game sweeper, just to come in at the very end, just sweep up the last few mons. Unfortunately, we have nothing for, you know what? Aura Sphere would be nice for the web. We have Flamethrower. I don't think we need Aura Sphere and Flamethrower. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change Aura Sphere. I'm going to put Thunderbolt on there. Nope, not Thunder. Thunderbolt. Now, the reason why I did that was because I just realized I don't have much for the Azumarill, and if I only have one mon that I'll talk about in a minute, that I had to have out in the Azumarill if he's going to set up a Belly Drum. So if I have Newborn out here and I can just Thunderbolt it, that's going to do a lot of damage to it. So that's what we have here. Newborn is going to put in so much work in this battle, I feel. With his diverse movesets, Mew is just phenomenal. I cannot wait to see what he does in this battle. But the next model we brought is we need something for all the grass types, and pretty much and the Zoom Roll and the steel types. Crickington does all that. Crickington does so much work to his team, it's not even funny. He's pretty much a bulky spec set, which is weird. You don't really see a lot of bulky spec sets. But what I did was I maxed out his special attack, made him modest. Oh, by the way, Mew was modest as well. No, we're not talking about that one yet. Crickington is modest, 252, 248 special, 248 HP. I can live any hit from anything really, except for a super effective hit. So, no stone edges, no rock slides, no water moves pretty much. At least no stab, water moves more like on the Zoom Roll. But, so I didn't really want to put speed investment, but I have overheat just for pretty much anything on his team. He doesn't have any flash fire, so I can further overheat on something. The only thing that won't really affect is the Azumarill or the Talonflame, or really the Latias. Anything else, it's going to do a lot of damage to, because being choice specs. Volt Switch will hit almost everything on his team, except for... I don't think he has a ground type. No, he doesn't have a ground type, so pretty much I can Volt Switch freely. Nothing stopping me from Volt Switching. Which I might want to change... Actually, yeah. Let's do that. Let's change Thunderbolt for Volt Switch. Having that priority is going to be nice. I might regret that during the battle. Then we have Dark Pulse here. Mainly we have Dark Pulse just for the Latias. We can live a hit from it. We can probably live up to 2 to 3 hits from it. So Dark Pulsing that'd be really good. And then Hidden Power Ground, mainly for like the Raikou or the... No, yeah, pretty much the Raikou. Pretty much all that's for, because you might want to send the Raikou on Crickington thinking, oh, he's going to go for Volt Switch, let me eat this up. Predicted Hidden Power Ground. So, that's the reason why. I've tried using him, like, when I was testing the teams out. He doesn't really take hits very well, which sort of sucks. But with being choice specs, I feel like I can dish a lot of damage out. Like, I've one-shotted so many things with overheat, it's not even funny. Even when I've been down, like, drop 2 points, I still, like, drop 2 stages, I was still one-shotting things. Choice specs overheat is ridiculous on Crickington, so I feel like it's really going to come in handy for us. Next, for the first time ever, we are bringing Red Arrow, the Mega Scizor. This is the first time we ever actually brought him into one of our Pika battles. We didn't bring him the first 2 weeks. He just didn't match up very well. This week, he matches up perfectly. He has so many mons that are weak to Steel and Bug. It's not even funny. Bullet Punches are going to be really nice. U-Turn, knock off for the Latias, or knock off any item. If I can knock off that Citrus Berry off of the Azumarill if he wants to run Belly Drum Citrus Berry, knock the Citrus Berry off before he gets Belly Drum off, and then he uses Belly Drum. Well, now you're really low. I can just Bullet Punch you and take you out. And Aerial Ace, pretty much his fighting types Pokemon. It's pretty much all Sock and... Pretty much just Sock and Cobalion is really all Aerial Ace is for. It doesn't really hit anything else on his team. I mean, it can hit the Grass types just fine, but then I have U-Turn for that, so why would I need to use a Flying type move on them? So, that's mainly the reason why I'm doing that. I feel like if there was a better move that I could put on him, that'd be great. But honestly, looking at... He gets Morning Sun? What? What the fuck? Okay, you get Morning Sun. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Now I could run Protect. He gets Light Screen too. What is with this moveset? No, we're just gonna stick with Airless because I can't predict him bringing a fighting type Pokemon, but if he does, we'll have Airless here just in case. So that's pretty much our Rider. He's just our jolly max attack, just hit hard, outspeed some things, and be good to go. He's not the fastest thing, 251. I mean, Crickington, if he was maxed, he would outspeed it. Newborn already outspeeds it, and he was only at 80. So, base 65, at regular Scizor. He's not the fastest thing in the world, but he's still doing some work. So next we have Mama the Miltank coming in with that thick fat leftovers. Now, I was debating on whether to do thick fat or sap sipper, and I went with thick fat just because I feared more of the fire and ice than I did the grass, because I have ways to deal with the grass types just fine. But dealing with the ice and fire, I was struggling a little bit with, so I was like, thick fat. Let's go. This is our defensive wall. This is just to eat up hits for days. Eat up hits for days. And then you have HP of max HP, max defense, impish, 8 into attack just to get a little more to body slam. Stealth rocks, just to get up the rocks so we can. Mainly if he brought Talonflame, we need rocks up. He doesn't have very many ways. I'm thinking right now, Latias is his only way of getting. Latias and Fortress are the only two ways of getting rid of hazards. Fortress with Rapid Spin and Latias with Defog. But if Latias has Defog, that's one less move I have to worry about in Latias. So that's why we're bringing those Stealth Rocks. Milk Drink just to get HP back. And Heal Bell. I have so many physical attackers on my team. I have 2 physical attackers, and I have things that I don't want paralyzed. So I need the Heal Belt just to get rid of those statuses, so they're good to go. Because I cannot have things paralyzed or have things burned, because that's just going to ruin everything. Next we have Japanese Girl, who is not our standard Japanese girl. You all know her as the fast-hitting special attacker. No, this week she's going to be a special defensive wall for us. I think she was this way week 1, I don't remember. But it's pretty much the Scald, Toxic, Rapid Spin, and Sludge Wave. Standard set, Clear Body, Black Sludge. It's pretty much the standard you can go with a Tentacruel. It eats up hits for days. Unless a lot else is running Psyshock, it will eat up a Psychic. But I'm not going to stay in on it anyways. That'd be stupid of me. Rapid Spin to get rid of rocks on our side, because I don't really want rocks too much. Only one that's really affected by rocks is Cookington. And I don't want rocks just because I'm going to be Volt switching out and stuff like that. I can't have that on my team. Toxic, just for his walls, or just like if I need to Toxic the Azumarill when he's going for a belly drum or something, at least I can start dwindling it down, and just try my best, try to live enough so that I can come in with Red Arrow and Bullet Punch it. That's really my only option. So, but Japanese Girl is here. It's just our special wall to eat up special hits. He doesn't have a lot of special attackers, but if we need to eat up a special hit, we have Japanese Girl here ready to go. Now, our last mon is Godzilla, the Tyranitar. This is a Choice Banded set. He's a bulky banded if we went Choicey Specs and Choicey Banded. Bulky Specs and bulky banded. Wow, I cannot speak. He's max attack, adamant, max HP, a little bit of defense. So eating a physical hit, he can eat up a special hit pretty damn well due to the sandstorming up. And he's running Crunch, Rock Slide, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. Thunder Punch mainly for the Azumarill. If I can get a Thunder Punch off on that Azumarill when he's trying to set up Belly Drum or something, that's going to do a lot of damage to it. And I can get it low enough where Red Arrow can come in and Bullet Punch it and stop any sweep from happening. So, I want to see how well this is going to work. I don't know 100% how well this team is going to work together. But he has so many threats on this team, I don't know what to really plan for. I know what mons he's probably not going to bring. Mega Bomb in the Snow, Rotom-Mow, probably Sock he's not going to bring. Cabalion, I can't see him bringing. I feel like he'll have a better shot with Fortress. But the rest of his mons, he can pretty much bring anything, and I'm going to fear it. So, this is not going to be a fun battle, but we're actually about to go have that battle now. So, watch out for that battle. Watch out for that battle in the next video. Deuces.